Hello, everybody. Happy Monday, happy New Year. I'm just going to give it a few moments just so that we can all catch up. I know sometimes YouTube takes a bit of a buffer. It takes a moment to catch up. So if you're by your computer, just pop me a message. Let me know that we're all live together while I do the intro for the class. Say hi. If you're new here, you can say hi. Let me know where you're joining from. All right, so getting started. Today we are focusing on mobility, kind of coming back to the body. That's our focus for this week. So that's going to start here today. We're using a small ball, but you're welcome to go without a prop. I will give you the option if you don't have a ball and how you can make some modifications there. It's going to be beginner, intermediate, so you'll have some options that you can choose from. And if you're brand new to Pilates, you're just getting started, then this class will work for you. It's going to be good. It's going to re-energize you, bring you back to your body for the new year. Amazing. Thank you. I can see a comment there. So it means that we're all live and we're good to go. We're going to be working through some 4-point kneeling, some lying on the back, lots of mobility, thoracic mobility if you've been sitting a little bit more and focusing in on that breath work today. Great. Hello, welcome. All right, let's get started. We have a 30-minute workout. And if you're new here, we do a Q&A session after the class. So you can stay for the Q&A. We chat any questions you have from this class or any of the other classes. You can ask it in the comments and I will give you feedback and advice live here today. All right, so coming to starter, we're going to come to 4-point kneeling. You can just secure your ball underneath your mat and then get yourself set up with wide knees, hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to press and sink those hips back, extend through the arms. I'm beginning here with a few breaths, just so that we can get started here all together. Feel that you're breathing into the back and the side of your chest. And as you exhale, relaxing through the neck and shoulders. Let's go one more breath. On your next exhale, you're going to curl your spine, lift your hips up, come up to 4-point. And then by your hands, open the chest into expansion. Press your hips back. You curl the spine towards the heels. You're curling up and then opening the chest. Exhale as you curl up and inhale as you open. Let's go one more and then we're going to reverse that direction. So you're going to stay at the top. And this time you're going to curl here by your hands. Press your hips back. Keep that C shape. And then lengthen and open the chest as you dive forward and up. We curl, we press those hips back. You begin to lift your gaze and come forward and up. Couple more here. Feel that movement at the shoulders, at the hips. And connecting breath with movement. One more. Lovely. We're going to come up to the top, come to a straight spine, lift up through the right arm, and then thread underneath. We'll go 2 more. Find support in that hand on the mat, bending through that elbow. And 1. Lift it up, bring it down to the mat, and then we'll take it over to the other side. We're going to reach up, open the chest, taking your gaze up to the ceiling to find more of a chest opener. And then pressing your hips back as you thread under. Deeper twist. Let's go 1 more. And under. And bring it to 4-point kneeling. Knees come in underneath those hips. And we're going to tuck into those toes. We're going to lift those hips up to a downward dog stretch. And then bring your knees down, open the chest. So we're lifting and lowering, finding a bit of core as we float up and back. And then sinking through those heels to find that entire stretch through the back of your body. Lovely. Let's go 1 more. Opening the chest. And let's finish it off here with a straight spine. Drop your toes. We're going to take your one knee, draw it towards your hands, and then circling it around and back. Now we're starting to tap into a bit of a core connection here. So find balance across your hands. We want to feel that we keep that straight spine. Good. Let's go 2. And 1. Bring it around and let's reverse it. We're going up and out and in. Pressing into the hands, feel that your chest stays about the same distance away from the mat. We want to keep that sense of core control here as we move through those hips. Let's go 1 more. Let's bring it in and take it over to the other side. So finding your center across both hands. And then we're taking that knee in, around, and under. We can think of bringing the weight into the hand of the moving leg, which is going to help you feel more balanced. And then zipping up from those lower abs to feel that core and pelvic floor connection. Supporting your lower back. Let's bring it around, reverse. Lifting up between the shoulder blades again. Any breath here is good. Let's go 2. And 1. Bring those knees in. This time press your hips back with narrow knees. Lengthen through the arms. Find that stretch. And then rolling it up. Grabbing onto your ball. We're going to come to seated. You're going to take your ball between your knees. Sitting up tall, you're going to reach your feet forward. Reach your arms out in front of you. We're going to roll it forward and back and down. So gently curling it back. Halfway or all the way. Deep breath in. Exhale to curl up. And then a nice big inhale at the top again. You have the option to press your feet into the ground or lift your toes up to the ceiling, whichever one feels good for you. You want to feel that spinal articulation. So as we curl up and down, you're thinking bone by bone and zipping up belly button to chest to engage your core. Feel your shoulders resting on your back. We don't want to be kind of squeezing up there. We're really finding mobility, ease in the body today. Good. We're going to go 1 more time. And then we'll come up to seated for a little bit of twisting. Good. Let's curl it all the way up. Sitting up tall. Walking your feet in a little closer or further out, depending on what feels good, so that you can sit up with a lovely straight spine. You're going to bring your hand towards your chest, twist open to the wall behind you, and come back through center and then over to the other side. So a gentle twist from that waist up. We want to feel that the hips and legs stay steady. So if you're focusing on that ball, you're likely squeezing in and you don't want to feel those knees swaying or the ball moving. You want to feel that twist at the waist. Good. It's so lovely to see you all here again. 2026, starting off strong. Let's reach forward and gently curl it down. Bring your feet in. Press your hands to the mat and then roll it up to bridge. So lightly squeeze the ball. Tuck your hips. We're going up. We pause at the shoulder blades. Inhale. Roll it down. Exhale. Good. We're taking it up again. Exhaling as we roll up and down. And an inhale at the pause at the top and bottom. Can we press into hands and feet? Feel that balance across the back of your body. Feel that stretch in the front of your hip at the top. Let's go 2. Can we start to feel that connection to the core and pelvic floor as you're curling up? So there's this zip up from the belly button to the chest. We're going to hold it here on 1. Lightly squeeze into your ball and then dip your hip to the right. Lift it up and then dip to the left. And lift. Pressing into the opposite foot of the twist. Feel that little gentle mobility stretch at the lower back. We're pressing into both of those feet equally, trying to keep the knees stable. And pressing into your hands, feel that activation through your lats and arms. Good, let's go one more time to each side. And we're going to come back through center, roll it down and release. Grabbing onto your ball, you're going to place it underneath your 1 foot. Now we're going to go into a bit of a bridging series here. So pressing down. If you don't have a ball, you're pressing into a block or a cushion, or you're simply just pressing into the mat. We're going to take the hips straight up. Hold it there. Tuck those hips in a little bit more to release the hamstring and connect deeper with your core. And then you're going to lower and lift. So the foot on the ball is light. We're hugging the rib cage down to feel that core. Lift your hips. Good. Last 2. And 1. You're going to hold the lift. Extend your leg. And bend. So we press the ball away. And we pull it in. Now, if you have your foot on the floor, you're just lifting your foot off the ground, lengthening and reaching in front of you. And then bending your knee again. Press into your bottom foot to keep the lift of your hips. Good. We're going to go 2. Good. 1 more. Press that leg away, hold it long, and gently curl it down to the mat. You're going to bring your opposite leg to tabletop, the one closest to you, hands behind your head, elbows off the mat. We're going to lift up into a chest lift. Take an exhale. Hold, inhale, and roll it down. Exhale as we lift and lower. Curling your rib cage into the mat. We're lifting up. We're gazing forward. Can we feel that the head is resting in the hands? Last 2. And 1. Curl and lift. Hold rotation towards that front knee. And then extend the leg back to center. Rotate and center. We lengthen the leg as we return to center. And rotate towards it as it comes in. Balance across those hips. Let's go 2. And 1. Press that leg away, come back down. We're lengthening through this top leg, finding extension, keeping a soft bended knee if you need. We're going to circle it down around and lift. Making the circle only as big as you can keep your hips steady. I like to imagine a cup of water in my belly button so that I don't shift my hips too much. 1 breath per circle. Let's go 2. And 1. Bring it through center, reverse. We go out around and lift through center. Good. Now your leg is either on the floor or it's on that ball, which adds a bit of challenge. We're going to go 2. And 1. Lower that leg down and then switch your ball over to the other side. Right. Bring it in underneath your arch and bring your leg in. We're going to press down. We're going to take it up into that bridge lift. We go up and hold. Tuck your hips, drop your ribs, and we're going to lift and lower. So we can think of pressing our shoulder blades into the ground, which prevents our rib cage from flaring. You're going to feel a lot more abdominals, obliques in the side of your waist. Pressing into your hands, feel that balance across the back. Let's go 2. And one more, we're going to hold that at the top. We're going to extend this leg and bend. Push and pull. If you are starting to feel your lower back, we want to drop the hips a little lower and tuck them under a bit more. So play around there, find the position that feels good. Lovely, getting stronger here. Reconnecting with our strength. One more. Good, press up all the way, lengthen the leg. And we're going to roll it down gently. Fantastic. Bring your leg into a tabletop. I'm just going to move my ball down. Bring your leg into a tabletop, hands behind your head. We're going to go into those chest lifts again. We're going to lift up through that chest. Hold it and release. Now, keeping an eye on your top leg, it's going to tell you a lot. If you curl up and that knee is coming towards you, that means you're tucking the pelvis. So you want to feel that your knee stays directly over your hip as you lift and lower your chest. So you're bringing your rib cage towards your hip bones. Press your head back into your hands. Feel your core lifting you. Let's go 2. And one more. Hold it up. Rotate towards me. And then lengthen the leg back through center. Pull it in. Rotate. Now you're welcome to keep the leg stable and just focus on your rotations if you prefer. Press your head back into your hands. Use your core. Good. Let's go 2. And 1. We come back through center. Bring your legs straight up. Bottom leg is straight out. We're going into those leg circles, down, around, and lift. So it's one breath a circle, or you can use your exhale to lift. Thinking of that cup of water at the core, at the belly button. Feel that your rib cage presses into the mat. One more, and then we reverse that circle. So by thinking rib cage down to the mat, we're getting more core connection in that deep stabilizing muscles, which is going to help keep the pelvis steady. Good. Can we go 2 more? And then we're going to go 1 and bring it in. Just give it a bit of a stretch there, hugging both knees into your chest. Hopefully the ball hasn't rolled away. Good. Lengthen through both of your legs, and then you're going to find your ball. You're going to grab it between your ankles. Stretch up through those arms. Flex your feet so your toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Give them a nice big stretch. We're going to curl up and forward just like we did earlier. And this time we're going to dive up and over to the toes. We're going to curl it back either halfway or all the way. If you find that you use momentum to come up, then you're pausing halfway back and rolling forwards. Finding the ease at the shoulders, lengthening through your neck. And can we feel how we lightly squeeze the ball with the ankles? Feel those inner thighs, pelvic floor connection. We're going to go 1 more. We're coming up to that seated position. We're going to play around with some twists. So let's go forward and roll it up, sitting up tall, softening the knees until you have a straight back. And then we're going to twist around and center and twist and center. So just like earlier, but this time we're increasing the challenge with those straight legs. We feel that we're twisting from that waist up. And last one. And center, dive it forward, grab onto the feet, lengthen through the neck. Can you pull your core back a little deeper? Find the lower back stretch. And then roll it up to seated. Grab your ball. All right, we're going to come into that 4-point kneeling position. Your ball is going to be in the hand closest to me, opposite hand directly down to the mat, and your knees are under your hips. Let's suck into those toes. Find a little lift in the core, and then we're going to float and hover your knees. And lower. It's a very small hover. Can you feel that most of your support is in the hand on the mat and you're light on the ball? If you want to add in challenge, on your hover, hold, step 1 foot out, bring it in, and lower it down. So continuing here to find that deep core connection. And down. Let's go 2. Pressing back into those toes. 1 more. We bring it in. And down. Press your hips back for a moment's stretch. We're bringing it up again. This time we're going to hover and twist. So you're pressing back into those toes, lifting into a small hover. Rotate your knees towards me so your ankles will do a little cross. You rotate to center, lower the knees. So we lift, rotate, center, and down. Take your time here as we start to build up into that rotation. You're going to feel the obliques. Good, let's go 2. Lengthen through the neck. 1 more, hold your rotation. And lower yourself down. We're going to bring the ball towards us. We're going to go down onto the forearm and stretch that leg away. Good, holding it there. We're going to take your ball forward. Press your leg back, find a stretch. Then we're going to bring that ball into the waist. So you're going to prop yourself up onto that ball. You're going to take your hand forward again, hold that rotation. You're going to lift the arm and leg away from the ground and then come back down. To lift and lower. I'm just going to shift slightly forward. I'm a bit close to the couch. So we've got that rotation. Your gaze is down to the mat. And we're nice and light on that ball. So we don't want to drop down. We want to use that ball to lift. Tapping into the side of the glute right here. Let's go 2. And 1, hold that lift. You're going to bring your leg in, reach your arm back, twist open, and then stretch arm and leg away from each other. We bring it in and stretch. So this one's nice and fluid. Lots of mid-back thoracic mobility. And then a nice generous stretch as we reach forward and back. Can you feel that you're staying out of your bottom shoulder? So we're pressing into that arm. Let's go 2. And 1. Hold that rotation, lower it down to the ground, lift your chest away from the mat. And then bringing it all the way up into a Z-sit. Front leg comes forward, back leg reaches out to the side. And we're going to take a side stretch using your ball to press you away. And then twisting around, gaze down to the mat. Open up through the chest. We're going to stay here for 3 more rotations. You're pressing into your ball, so you're lifting away from the ground. Good. Let's go 1 more. And open, bring it up and across, grab that ball. Reaching up and out of the shoulder. Hand release. Fantastic. So the ball is now on the other hand. You're going to flip yourself around, 4-point kneeling, ready to go over to that other side. We're pressing into the ball, and we're going to start to find a hover. And down. We're going to go a little bit quicker on this side now that we know what's happening. Using that core to hover the knees just slightly. And when you're ready to add challenge, you step that one foot back, bring it in and down. Keeping the gaze down to the ground. We want to feel that long neck. And our chest stays about the same distance away from the mat. Let's go 2. Find the support in the hand on the mat. And 1. Good. Lower it down. Press your hips back. Find a stretch. Maybe shaking through the neck. Let's bring it forward and up. We're going into that twist. So we're pressing down, floating up the knees. We twist around. We come to center and drop. You're going to feel this movement at the shoulders. So you want to feel that you don't get stuck here. You're lifting up. And you're finding a bit of movement there. Lots of support at the feet. Let's go 2 more. Can we start to feel how we're building up a bit of heat here? Lovely. And 1. Let's hold it. Lower it down. And bring yourself down to the forearm, stretching through that leg. Find a bit of a twist stretch. Bring your ball underneath your waist. We're going into that twist again, but this time we hold that twist and we're lifting and lowering. So we're lifting, stretching hand and heel away from each other, squeezing into the side crease of your glute. So you can feel that in this rotation, you're getting that thoracic mobility, working through the shoulder and the glute. Let's go 2. And 1. You're going to hold it up. You're going to bring the leg in and the arm back. And then reverse and stretch. Finding that nice opening here as we gaze up to the ceiling. And then that lovely length as we gaze to the mat. Let's go 2. And 1. Lovely, hold it there, lower it down to the ground, find a final twist. Bring it up into your Z sit, ball goes over to the side. And we find that side stretch. You're either placing your hand down to the mat or on the ball, find a twist. The gaze goes down to the mat. And then you're gazing forward to me as you open. Again, as we're twisting through that thoracic, your mid-back, there's movement at the shoulder. So you feel that spiral. Lovely, let's go 1 more. Maybe finding more and more length. Bring it in, tip it over, side stretch, release the shoulder. Good. We're going to take the ball underneath the hips as we finish off here with some breath work. So come to lie down on your back. Bring your ball underneath your hips. You're going to take your bottoms of your feet together. Let your knees go open. So you're placing a cushion there, or you're just lying down on the mat with your knees open. Good. You can take your arms out to a T as well if that feels good. You're going to take a big inhale, breath in through the chest. As you exhale, feeling ease at your shoulders, neck and hips. If you're on the ball, you can start to take a little rock side to side, finding a release there for the mid-back, lower back, and hips. Breathing deep in through the nose and out through the mouth. It's a great reminder that even as we come into the new year, we don't have to be hard or intense. Finding gentle movement can also be good. When you're ready, bring your feet down to the mat. Gently take the ball out and just find a lower back release there first into neutral. And we're all done. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me and welcoming the new year with me with this gentle mobility, stretch, little bit of strength class. Hope this felt good for you and that this feels like the right way to start the new year. If this is all for you today, thank you for joining me, making time for your movement. And if you'd like to add on, of course, there are classes on the channel, but you're welcome to also stay. Let's have a chat. I'd love to get to know if anyone is new here, coming into the new year with me, and asking any questions. Right. How are we feeling? This feels so wild. First one of the new year. Also, we're in a new space. We're all the way in South Africa today. So yeah, let's see how we are feeling. I'm just going to readjust the laptop. How did those 30 minutes feel for you? Hello, Charlene. Welcome back. It's so lovely to have you back for the new year. Let me make a little quick adjustment here. There we go. That should be good. Okay, welcome back in the new year. Hi, John. It's so good to see you here too. How was this class for you? And Atikan. Hi, Atikan. It's so lovely to have you here. I think this is your second class. It's so good to see you here again. This is really a goodie. Oh, amazing. I'm so glad that this felt good for you. I think it's so important that we start off the year feeling good with our movement. It really sets the pace for us to be consistent with our routine. I know that a lot of us tend to jump into higher intensity sessions because we feel like we need to go hard and go strong from the beginning. But starting with a bit of strength, a little bit of mobility, and ending a class feeling good really sets us up for feeling good for the year. That was an amazing class. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that that felt amazing for you. Thank you so much. It feels good to know that this felt good for you as well. Thanks, Chelsea. Felt really great. Amazing. I'm so happy to hear that, John. I'm so pleased. How did the twisting go? I know that this was something that we spoke about before. The twisting could sometimes feel a bit challenging for you, John. So I'm just curious to know, like, how did this go for you? Are you feeling a bit stronger in that movement? I really do hope you are. But I'm just curious to check in and see how that's going for you. There was only one exercise that I had to modify. That's amazing. Only one. That's a good sign. I know with your shoulder, that's strengthening work for the shoulder, especially the twisting. So I'm wondering if that was the one that you were referring to that you modified. Let me know which one it was and how you modified it. I'm so glad to hear that also you are modifying and you're finding like you're getting more confident and comfortable with modifying. It was the hover with the ball that I had to lose the ball. Okay, fantastic. I thought as much. Requires a lot of shoulder stability to have that hand on the ball. So while your shoulder is still healing, taking the ball off to the side and using your mat, which is a bit more like, balanced and it doesn't create that instability. 10 out of 10. I'm so glad that you made that modification. The twisting was fine. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's a fantastic, oh, that is fantastic. That's a good sign that the shoulder is getting stronger if you felt good in the twisting, because while I was doing that, I was thinking about you. So it's good to hear that the twisting went well. John, twists worked well for me. Neck is improving. Oh my word, we're just coming into this new year, taking it up and just making those improvements and that progress. So both John and Charlene, your twisting is coming along, and I'm so happy to hear that. Congratulations. I'm really excited. It looks like the new year is starting off strong. Right. Do we have any questions? Let me know. So a little update, we have another gentle mobility class coming on Wednesday. So you can keep an eye out for that. And then we'll do another class on Friday as well. So the upload schedule for this week is Monday live, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm also looking at adding in another live class in the week, potentially at an earlier time slot, around about 1 p.m. UST. So I'm curious just to know your feedback. Let me know if that time slot works a bit better for you. I know that we have a lot of people here from the US, so this time slot can feel a little bit late. So whether you're joining live or you are here watching the replay, I'd love to know if a 1 p.m. UST would be a good time for you to join in for live. And then we can add that in as well. All right, let's check in on these comments. All right, definitely getting there. Absolutely. It sounds like you are getting there, which is great. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. If there are no other questions coming in, then I hope that you have a wonderful week. I will see you next week, Monday, same time, 4:30 UST, and then potentially adding an additional class at 12 p.m. UST so that we can start to connect with more of the American people in the community. Have a lovely week, everybody. Bye.